Welcome to this wild world, where everyone, upon coming of age, is randomly assigned a biological class of creature that defines your fate. From sky-ruling eagles and savanna-dominating lions to tiny ants or wriggling worms in the mud. Number 1 gets to choose, but the power of your species will awaken within you. Master it, and even a bottom-tier class can make the world tremble. Today, we unveil Lumbricus terrestris, the earthworm class, silent beneath the soil, yet capable of burying entire battlefields. Now, let's dive deep into this seemingly insignificant class, Lumbricus terrestris, the European earthworm. Don't laugh just yet. These aren't mere worms squirming in the mud. They're biological marvels, and when this class awakens in your body, you become something far beyond human. Picture a creature 25 to 35 centimeters long, its soft body segmented into hundreds of tiny rings, gliding through moist soil without a sound. This species can regenerate from cuts, especially at the head, and senses every vibration, every shift in humidity through its delicate skin. They burrow up to 2 meters deep, hiding flawlessly, undetectable to any predator. Breathing through their skin, they live silently, needing no fanfare, no light. That's the earthworm, master of stealth. Now, imagine this class fusing with your body. Your back develops biological ridges, each segment allowing your body to contract and twist like liquid. Your eyes, they fade away, replaced by hypersensitive sensory cells that let you see the world through the tiniest vibrations, footsteps, heartbeats, even the breath of an enemy 50 meters away. Your underbelly becomes soft and moist, letting you slip through tight spaces and cling to any surface, from dirt to concrete. You can freely extend your arms and legs by reshaping your bone segments, gaining superhuman flexibility, turning your limbs into whipping tendrils that can lash out and constrict foes in an instant. At first glance, you might think this class is weak, useless, but you'd be dead wrong. Lumbricus terrestris is a covert warrior, a silent nightmare. They don't need glory or applause. They only need the earth, and the earth is their domain. Are you ready to uncover the true power of this class? Stick around, because next we'll explore how they turn any battlefield into their personal playground. Now that you've seen the terrifying potential of Lumbricus terrestris, a biological class that needs no light, no glory, only the earth to dominate. But how does an earthworm warrior turn a battlefield into a nightmare for their enemies? Let's dive into their tactics and skill set abilities that make even the fiercest classes tread carefully. The earthworm class doesn't fight like ordinary humans. They don't rely on sight or sound. They meld with the earth, turning it into a weapon, their own deadly playground. Imagine you're an earthworm warrior, gliding through the dark alleys of a ruined city, weaving through underground tunnels, or hiding beneath the concrete of a fortified stronghold. This environment is your paradise. You move undetected, sensing the faintest vibrations, from enemy footsteps, distant engines, or even the panicked heartbeat of a soldier dozens of meters away. You don't need to see, the earth tells you everything. The earthworm class's tactics revolve around perfect adaptation to soil and stone, from cramped tunnels to underground structures. You can lure enemies into traps, split their formations, or collapse key positions by manipulating the ground beneath their feet. You're the team's ears, detecting foes before they even know you exist. One wrong step from your opponent, and you're ready to make the entire battlefield tremble. The earthworm class's skill set is what makes them truly fearsome. First is geofeel, a passive ability that lets you sense every vibration in the earth, from the pressure of footsteps to the movement of vehicles within a 50-meter radius. You know exactly where enemies are, how many, and which direction they're heading, all without opening your eyes. This makes you a living radar, untouchable by smoke or darkness. Next is regenerative core, another passive skill with a long cooldown, drawing on the earthworm's regenerative trait. If gravely injured, your body can regrow from remaining cells, gradually restoring limbs or even parts of your body as long as a small fragment survives. This process takes hours and requires moist soil to activate, making it a last-ditch survival card. Tunnel phase, an active skill, lets you burrow through dirt or even light concrete, slipping behind enemies or escaping in a flash. You can pop up from the ground to disrupt their formation or vanish without a trace. Soil trap lets you loosen the earth beneath foes, causing them to sink into pits or lose balance, setting up your allies for the killing blow. Coil bind turns your flexible body into a weapon. You wrap tightly, locking an enemy's legs or weapon in close range, immobilizing them in a critical moment. And finally, the ultimate skill, worm domain. When activated, you create a 5-meter radius of resonating earth around you. The ground softens, slowing enemies, sinking them, and disrupting their control for 6 seconds. The earth quakes, structures crumble, and your allies' attacks land with devastating ease. Worm domain doesn't kill directly, but it's the perfect catalyst for lethal strikes. Asterisk, picture this scenario. You face a team of lion-class warriors, powerful but arrogant, charging with earth-shaking roars. You activate geofeel, mapping their formation and pinpointing their leader. With tunnel phase, you dive into the earth, emerging behind him, using coil bind to wrap his legs, toppling him. As the enemy team panics, you unleash worm domain, making the ground beneath them collapse, slowing their charge. Your teammate, a cheetah class, seizes the moment for a fatal strike. If the battle turns dire, regenerative core ensures you survive, regrowing in the shadows to return to the fight. In seconds, you've turned a losing battle into a crushing victory. The Earthworm class doesn't need the spotlight. They don't need flashy moves or gleaming weapons. They are the manipulators of darkness, controlling the battlefield from beneath the earth. Have you ever thought a lowly worm could decide the fate of an entire army? Stay tuned to uncover this class's strengths, weaknesses, and how they synergize to become a true nightmare. You've witnessed the Earthworm class turn soil and stone into deadly weapons, manipulating battlefields from the shadows with their fearsome skill set. But like every biological class, their power comes with limitations. Let's dissect the two sides of Lumbricus terrestris to understand why they can be a silent nightmare or dismissed as weak. First, their strengths, qualities that make this class impossible to underestimate. With unparalleled sensory abilities, they don't need eyes to see the world. Every vibration, from the lightest footstep to a distant engine, is detected within a 50-meter radius, making them a living radar, untouchable by smoke or darkness. They master underground battlefields, collapsing earth, setting traps, and splitting enemy formations in seconds. Incredibly resilient thanks to regenerative core, they can regrow from the smallest surviving cells, as long as moist soil is present. Nearly undetectable, they glide through tunnels or concrete without a trace, becoming a nightmare for any foe reliant on terrain. Moreover, Earthworm class is the perfect ally for speed-based classes like Cheetah or high-damage ones like Lion. paving the way for devastating strikes by disrupting enemies. But no power is flawless. The Earthworm class has clear weaknesses. They can't deal direct damage. Their role is support, setting the stage for allies to shine. In the air or water, they're nearly powerless, especially against flying classes like Eagle or foes moving beyond Earth-based terrain. An Earthworm warrior is helpless if pulled from their soil domain, a fatal flaw. Furthermore, mastering this class demands patience and skill, making them easy to underestimate early on when abilities like Tunnel Phase or Worm Domain aren't fully honed. Those lacking vision might call them a trash class, but that's a mistake. Earthworm class proves that true power lies not in outward glory but in flipping the battlefield from the shadows. Are they weaklings or silent kings? Stay tuned to discover how they synergize in a team and reshape the fight. You've seen the Earthworm class is no weakling but a master of shadow manipulation with clear strengths and limitations. But how do they truly shine in a team? Let's explore the power matrix and roles of Lumbracus terrestris when with allies turning battlefields into their playground. Picture a hexagonal matrix evaluating their abilities. Strength is their weakness, scoring only 3 as they can't deliver direct damage. Speed is a modest 4, sufficient for nimble underground movement. Defense hits 5, bolstered by regenerative core, allowing regrowth from the smallest surviving cells. Intelligence stands at 7, reflecting their strategic environmental control. Teamwork reaches an impressive 9, with their knack for setting traps and disrupting foes. Species potential scores 6, hinting at untapped evolutionary power. Overall, Earthworm class ranks B+, but with strong teamwork, they easily hit a tier. Becoming a game-changer in a team, Earthworm class takes on unique roles. As shadow crawlers, they carve secret paths, slipping through tunnels to lead the team to surprise positions. As secondary disruptors, they collapse Earth, set environmental traps, making enemies lose balance or sink into pits. As close-range sensors, they act as living radars, scanning for hidden foes without needing light. Paired with speed classes like Cheetah, they create openings for lethal strikes. With high damage classes like Lion, their worm domain slows enemies, enabling devastating attacks. Imagine this: a cheetah and earthworm team faces enemies. The earthworm uses geofield to pinpoint positions, tunnel phase to emerge unexpectedly, then triggers worm domain, causing the ground to collapse and slow foes. The cheetah darts in, finishing them off in a flash. Earthworms don't need glory. They're the foundation of victory. Which role suits them best in your eyes? Stay tuned to uncover more secrets of this class. Earthworm class, tiny but capable of collapsing entire battlefields. If you were this class, would you train to wield the earth as a weapon, sensing every vibration, or accept being just a lowly worm? The choice is yours. Master the shadows or forever hide. Hit like and subscribe to uncover more surprising classes. And don't forget to comment below with the class you want me to analyze next. See you in the next video, where more biological secrets will be revealed.